Alright, hey, what's going on, guys? It's Sam here, and today is Tuesday, October 20th, 2020, and today I'm going to be showing you the best things to buy, sell, and maybe even invest in right now in NBA 2K21, and then I also have some new snipe filters that you guys should start using immediately, so be sure to stick around to the end of the video for those. So first things first, guys, as usual, we're going to go ahead and start with any new content that we got in NBA 2K21 today, then switch over to Twitter, see if we got any locker codes, or if there's any information regarding upcoming content in the game that might have been leaked or just hinted at. So we're gonna go ahead, check out new packs today, and as you see, we got the Dunkers packs, and these are actually called the Next Is Now Dunkers packs. So it's gonna be the same type of theme, as last season, where you lock in all these sets, or you lock in these sets, and then you have a chance at the Dr. J. And this season is actually going to be a pink diamond, I believe. Pink diamond, or it could be an opal, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be a pink diamond J.R. Smith. But anyway, looking at the cards, we got pink diamond John Wall. We got diamond Desmond Mason, diamond Isaiah Ryder, amethyst Larry Kennan, and ruby Spud Webb. Now, most of these guys, I'm going to be honest, I'm gonna be honest right now, these cards aren't really going to be replacing too many people's cards in their lineup. I mean, John Wall is by far the best card today that dropped, in my opinion. Isaiah Ryder isn't bad either, but these cards aren't really going to affect the market, other than the market's going to be a little bit more active when it comes to sniping. And I still have some filters that would be really good to use today that, honestly, some filters I have for you guys today aren't even related to the new cards that came out, and they're just good in general that I want you guys to be using to make MT. But no, this card release isn't anything too crazy. I mean, it locks in for a pink diamond Josh Smith, which is really cool. But again, none of these cards are really just going to crash the market. There's no market crash, and the market is just, I don't know, it's normal. It's nothing, none of these cards, like I said, are going to be replacing cards in the lineup. John Wall's not replacing John Stockton or Curry. So again, if that says anything about the market. So before we get into the filters, we're going to switch over. I'm going to show you guys, we did get a lock code today. Make sure to enter it. It is, not the best one in the world, because apparently I haven't entered it myself, but you get a gold contract or gold consumables, as you can see from the picture, or a Dunkers pack. And I don't know why they did gold contracts and a gold consumable, because those aren't really that good. I mean, contracts are nice, I guess, but I don't know. Probably should just make it Dunkers or tokens going in the future, if I had a say in things. But switching back to the game, again, gonna look at the market. Nothing, I guess this is the market update part of the video too. I mean, I was gonna skip it, but just looking at the market again, things aren't crashed. I can show you quickly the price of John Wall, and obviously his price is gonna go down as, this is the first wave of them, by the way. They're not all gonna go for 280, but this set right here, it's actually a little bit pricier, just because not as many people rip these packs, because people weren't really hyped for a dunking only set. Just because none of these guys can get range, and again, none of these players are really going to kick other players out of our lineups. But again, the market's going to be a little bit more active, and there are still filters that we can use. So getting into the filters, I'm just going to make this one take today. Usually I make these multiple takes, but getting into the filters, actually one more thing I have to mention, because I was doing this myself on stream. There's a double vault event today. So if you guys are, grinding XP, or you want to complete these challenges for these players and XP, I recommend you play during these times today. It's going to be different depending on your time zone, but make sure you play during these times, because you might as well get 2 vault chances when you're grinding triple offline. So I thought I'd mention that. But no, getting into the snipe filters now. Here we are. The first one, I'm going to start with the cheapest ones first, because some people, obviously don't have hundreds of thousands of MT. So we're going to start with the cheapest ones first and work our way to the more expensive ones that obviously have higher margins. So the first one I'm going to recommend is the AME small forward, the Amethyst small forward. And again, none of these players, actually Larry Kennan can be in this filter. Never mind, I was going to say none of these new players are going to be in this filter, but that's a lie. You could probably see the Larry Kennan in this filter. But going to the maximum buyout of 7,500, I believe, I was going to say, because if we go up here, I think the cheapest small forward is Mike Dunleavy, which is a really good card, by the way. Ooh, that's a snipe. Okay, damn. I missed out on the snipe, but as you can see here, ooh, I didn't set small forward. There we go. Small forward. As you can see, Mike Dunleavy and Kawhi Leonard are the cheapest. I mean, the Kawhi Leonard's glitched, so Mike Dunleavy is the cheapest at about 9,500, 9,200. So what I was just going to recommend is setting the small forward to about 7,500. Obviously, you can adjust it depending on the cheapest Amethyst small forwards up, but set this to 7,500 and just refresh and buy anything that pops up. And as you can see, you can get Kawhi Leonard, Dunleavy, you can get LeBron James. Let's just go ahead and look at all the cards you can get in here. You can get LeBron James, Danny Granger, Jamal Mashburn, Sean Marion. You can get Kevin Durant, and then you can get the new Kennan card, the new, what's his first name? Larry Kennan. There you go, Larry Kennan. So definitely not a bad filter. It doesn't take a lot of MT, and the reason I'm recommending this filter is not everyone is going to be on this filter today. A lot of people are going to be targeting the new cards, you know, the big pink diamond filters, stuff like that. So this can be kind of a sleeper filter that's going to be not as competitive. So kind of keeping the theme here of cheap filters and not going to be as popular. Go ahead and we can test out the Amethyst center filter. I'll show you guys this filter. Kind of the same idea. Instead though, I'm going to recommend setting the maximum buyout to 8,000. And I did recommend this one in the last market update video, but in this filter, you can see a lot of players, and this is, again, this is the one I'd be using if this is the filter I'm going to be using when I'm sniping. And Shaquille O'Neal, Kristaps Porzingis, Willis Reed, Yao Ming, Karl-Anthony Towns, some of these guys, Pau Gasol too, Kareem, can't forget about him. Some of these guys have lost a little value since Friday, obviously, because they've been pulled quite a bit. But again, the cheapest card is Willis Reed, I believe, on this filter, and he is, I want to say, yeah, he's like low 9,000 to high 800s, or 8,000, yeah, 9,000. So I recommend 8,000, obviously. Again, look for the cheapest one up, and you can adjust according to that. But just for the sake of this video, I'd probably myself put this at 8,000 and snipe and buy anything that pops up. So those are two really cheap Amethyst filters. They're going to be kind of slept on because, again, people are going to be focusing on the newer cards and those snipe filters. So probably want to target these if you don't have a lot of MT or you just want less competition. And sometimes multiple snipes, a lot of small snipes can add up to be more than just one big snipe. So definitely got to keep that in mind. But moving on now to another filter. It's not going to cost too much, and it's actually going to be focused around the new content today. You can just do the next is now Dunkers minimum filter. And this one, again, the cards sticking after they're being bought. If you guys have watched name and market update videos, you'll know what these are. If you guys just snipe in general, you'll know what that means. You know, if you set this here, you'll see that, for example, this card right here, it's stuck. 2,800. Wow, that looks like too good of a deal to be true. Well, that's because it is true. These have been already bought, and they're staying up after they're bought, which is very, very annoying. So that's the one con of this filter. You can see obviously all the new cards, but you have to kind of scroll past the cards that are stuck. So assuming those cards aren't stuck there, I'd probably set this to about, it looks like Spud Webb, I think he was like 6,000. I'd probably set this myself to like 5,000, maybe 5,500. Again, with this, you have to be very careful. Look, like right here, that's a snipe, but it's gonna be bought already. Yeah, because we had to scroll. But you have to make sure you monitor the price of the Spud Webb, because he's going to be obviously common packs, and he's going to keep going down in price, especially as people resell him after doing the XP challenges. So this one right here, you got to be careful with, monitor the price of Spud Webb. But again, in this filter, you can see every card in the Dunker set. Desmond Mason, Spud Webb, Isaiah Ryder, John Wall. You get the point here. So that filter, I'd probably still use the Amethyst one over this one, but again, I had to bring it up because it's just, you know, a good filter when it actually works. Now, moving on to the final two here, guys, I have the diamond shooting guard filter, and this one right here, again, you have to be very careful, monitor the price of the new shooting guards. But in this filter, you can see Allen Iverson, Isaiah Ryder, Desmond Mason. There might be some other guys I'm just totally forgetting about, but this one right here, I'd recommend setting the maximum buyout to 75,000. And again, as you see, Desmond Mason about 88K. And 75,000 might seem a little low. And again, you have to monitor the price. But when I was looking earlier, it looked like these guys were, you know, slowly going down in price. So just to be safe, I'd probably set this at 75,000. But again, you can obviously adjust it depending on the cheapest card up for you. And again, in this filter, Allen Iverson, you can see the Isaiah Ryder and the new, oh my gosh, the other guy. What's his name? Allen Iverson, Isaiah Ryder, and then the new Desmond Mason. You can see both those in that filter. Now, the last filter I have for you guys today, and it's a really good one, but it's going to be very, very sweaty just because it can target so many pink diamonds. And again, sometimes these bigger snipe filters aren't as good because they're super sweaty and it's just hard to get a snipe. But right here, this pink diamond filter is going to be really, really good. You can see 3 cards in it, and it's the pink diamond. Where am I going? That's not the theme. It's the pink diamond southeast filter here. And as you see, you can see Pete Maravich, Dominique Wilkins, which I don't know why this is going for 300,000. He has good badges and stuff, but that's definitely an outlier in my opinion. But Dominique Wilkins, Pete Maravich, and then you can see John Wall. Just got to change it there so you can see it because we're not going to scroll forever. But you can see John Wall, Pete Maravich, and Dominique in this filter. And I would make sure to monitor Pete Maravich's price because he could go to 100K. He's still going for 130 right now, but just make sure you're monitoring his price, because if he drops below 100K, you obviously don't want to be doing this. But this is probably by far the best pink diamond filter, because you can see 3 pink diamonds. They all go for over 100K as of right now. But with that being said, guys, that is all the snipe filters I have for you today. I can't believe I did all this video in one take, so go ahead, hit the like button if you enjoyed or learned anything new. It really does help out the video. Feel free to leave a comment too on what you guys are sniping. You don't have to share the filter, but if what you guys are sniping and how much MT you have, leaving a comment too really does help out the YouTube algorithm. But if you're new, consider subscribing. We live stream here every single day on YouTube and on Twitch, and we upload multiple times per week. So guys, again, thank you so much for watching. Until next time, peace out.